From the National Newsroom of the Canadian Press, I'm Rob Westgate. The World Health Organization says the Nasser Hospital, the main medical center serving southern Gaza, is no longer able to function after Israel raided the facility late last week. A statement from the WHO also notes that one of their teams was not allowed to enter the hospital to assess the conditions of the remaining patients and any critical needs, despite reaching the hospital compound to deliver fuel alongside partners. Israel says during its operation, it arrested 70 suspected militants, including 20 alleged to have participated in the October 7th Hamas attacks. Back home now, where Old Man Winter is continuing to harass parts of Atlantic Canada. Environment Canada has issued snowfall warnings for the eastern edge of Newfoundland, calling for 15 to 20 centimeters of snow by this afternoon. That covers the Avalon Peninsula and includes St. John's. Most areas can expect a brief period of strong northwesterly winds beginning near noon, causing poor visibility and making travel difficult. Now, looking ahead to Monday, when the members of Ontario's legislature get back to business, many eyes will likely be on the colleges and universities minister. After a 10-week break, the governing Progressive Conservatives are expected to introduce legislation on automatic license plate renewals, energy, and housing. But a major lingering question is what the province will do about the post-secondary sector. Colleges and universities are grappling with frozen tuition fee revenues and low and stagnant levels of operating funding from the government. Meantime, stateside, police are saying little about the two people found shot dead in a dorm room at the University of Colorado in Colorado Springs on Friday. Reporter Chuck Sievertson is following that story.
The university says police responded to a call of shots fired inside a dorm room. On-campus reaction.
I just feel bad for the families. You send your kid to college, you don't believe this will happen to them. I feel so bad.
3 deaths in 1 week, 1 from a heart attack and 2 from shootings it's just painful because now it's like you never know who's next. Like you don't know how safe we are on campus.
UC Colorado Springs canceling classes Monday for a day of healing.
The coroner's office will determine how they died, but each person was shot at least once in what appears to be an isolated incident. That's according to police. And finally, former U.S. Congressman George Santos, the New York Republican who was expelled from Congress last year after being charged with fraud and accused of stealing from donors, is suing late-night host Jimmy Kimmel. Now, the complaint alleges that Kimmel misrepresented himself to induce Santos to create personalized videos on the Cameo app, which allows users to pay for custom messages. Santos claims the host was capitalizing on and ridiculing his gregarious personality. This is the Canadian Press. In sports, third-period goals 2 minutes apart by Gabriel Velarde and Mark Scheifele lifted the visiting Winnipeg Jets to a 4-2 NHL victory over the Vancouver Canucks Saturday. Austin Matthews, meantime, had his second straight hat-trick, pushing the NHL leading goal total to 48. He also added 2 assists for 5 points in Toronto's 9-2 victory over the visiting Anaheim Ducks. Edmonton took it to overtime for a 4-3 decision over Dallas. Washington beat Montreal 4-3. Chicago topped Ottawa 3-2, and Detroit shut out Calgary 5-0. Major League Soccer will lock out referees after its union rejected a tentative contract, putting Lionel Messi's Inter Miami on track to open the season next Wednesday with replacement officials. And finally, Texas football coach Steve Sarkisian's contract extension will push his guaranteed salary to $10.3 million this year, making him one of the highest paid coaches in the U.S. From the Canadian Press, I'm Rob Westgate.